thank you so much for joining us for this webinar on the future of documents, AI-powered efficiency at scale. Now, why is it important for us to look at the efficiency and agility of our documents and our document workflows? Because we are talking of operating in a business landscape that demands overall agility, and documents are also a key part of enabling that agility. Like if you just kind of picture your team, which is spending hours just going through stacks of documents, looking for any particular detail or looking to summarize these documents, I'm and this is something which we all in our work environment face on a day-to-day basis, because the documents are in different formats. If automation is not there, there is an overload of information, and tackling with all this manually just slows down the workflow, and it leads to mistakes which can turn out to be very costly. But imagine what could happen if your documents could work for you. And this, we are looking at AI tools that can help minimize the manual effort through automation of important tasks such as summarization, extraction, search. Now, these might sound very simple tasks, but when automated, they can have a huge impact on the productivity, on the agility of the organization and the workforce. And looking at automating these tasks like summarization, extraction, search, overall document efficiency can be improved. And improving the document efficiency in turn leads to better optimization of the resource allocation, enhanced productivity, like I mentioned, and reduced compliance risk. So, the automation of document handling is enabling a more collaborative and data rich organizational culture. And this is transforming the ways in which businesses understand and interact with their documents. So, in today's webinar, we will showcase how AI and automation can transform documents into strategic assets and dynamic tools for making better and quicker decision making. So, please join me in welcoming our expert speaker, Ketki Rastogi, solution consultant at Adobe. And she will be taking us through some of the details that I already spoke about, and she will take you across these areas in greater detail. So, Ketki, if we can have you.
Thank you so much, Shipra, for the lovely introduction. And
welcome, Ketki. And before I hand it over to you, just a few requests to all the people who have joined us and who are watching and listening to us. As Ketki goes through the presentation, you would have some questions. So I would request if you can type in your questions in the Q&A section, which is right there at the bottom of the Zoom platform. So as and when you have questions, you keep typing them, you keep sending them to us. And towards the end of the webinar, we will be taking up those questions with Ketki. So that's all from my side. Ketki, over to you now.
Thank you so much, Shipra. And thank you everyone for joining in and attending this session. Let's get started to discover what the future of documentation actually looks like and take it from there. Also, as Shipra suggested, let's have this as an open conversation. I am keeping an eye out on all the messages that are going to be sent in the session today. So feel free to ask your questions. I'm going to be, I'm going to be looking into them as we go and have this discussion, right? Okay, I think let's get started. I want you to take a moment to, soak in this image in front of you. Have you ever thought about how AI could make your workday feel like a walk in the park? Imagine AI could be a tool that you could use that could bring ease and efficiency to you throughout your workday, making it feel easy to navigate information, getting information from the content that you need to review, right? So, with that thought, welcome to the future of documents, AI-powered efficiency at scale. We're going to dive down into the fascinating world of AI and see how it will be transforming the future of work. Imagine a world where your documents are not just secure, but also help you work faster and smarter. As the saying goes, AI is the new electricity. It will transform every industry because the way we consume information is now going to change. And just like electricity revolutionized the world, AI is here to make our lives a little bit easier, more secure. So, with that thought in mind, let's get ready to uncover the secrets of AI powered productivity. And let's embark on this journey and see how AI could help turn your workday into a magical adventure or make it easy as we go along. But before we deep dive into what AI can do for us, we need to actually refine the problem statement, identify if there is an actual need or of assistance to help us navigate through this landscape. So, as you all know, businesses run on documents today. You could be any business around the world, but you would have certain amount of documents. Could be your invoices, could be your proposals, could be your offer letters, could be your contracts that you and your team are trying to navigate through. And the sheer volumes of documents across the world, there are 4 trillion documents, 4 trillion PDFs that are circulating across the world, right? And even in SharePoint, PDF is one of the most used file format. So most of your files that are stored in your SharePoint storage are PDF. And 400 billion documents were opened in Adobe's technologies alone. And these documents, these invoices, contracts, proposals, they actually carry a lot of crucial business information, right? Which we now need to know and harness well. So while reviewing all of these documents, right, these documents could exist across your industry, across various departments, right, be it sales, finance, IT, procurement, marketing. Everyone is dealing with their own set of contracts, with their own set of proposals, their own documentation could be internal, external, and they would need help to navigate through it. So, what are we hearing from our customers who are trying to navigate through this entire pool of documents, that are there? We are hearing 4 things, right? The first thing is about information overload, how the knowledge worker, the average knowledge worker in the organization gets multiple documents and needs to go ahead, analyze them, review it, and ensure that and create content basically, so that that information can be passed downstream into the organization. So there's a problem of information overload wherein they are getting information from all directions and they need to come up with their own hypothesis and fast. Another challenge that a lot of customers face is around collaboration, right? They need to be able to collaborate with one another. If you're negotiating a contract with a client, or you're sending a proposal, the sales team is sending a proposal to another client, you need to be able, multiple people need to be able to work on a single document and give their inputs and have those ready to go out. At the same time, we need to protect these documents. We need to ensure that the data within these documents is safe, and also the documents that you are ingesting as an organization, if there is any malicious intent that can be mitigated, right? Also, even today, the industry is marred with paper-based workflows, manual workflows that are slowing down the way we do business, and also induce a lot of human error where you can set an automation and ensure that the things are seamless. So to cater to these 4 concerns, right, this is where Adobe comes in, wherein we help you work smarter with your documents. So we help you do these uh, to to challenge or to overcome the 4 challenges. We help you. We help provide solutions around helping you improve your productivity by turning your documents into actions via AI assistant. So we have a solution in place that helps you navigate or understand your document a lot better. It's called AI assistant. We also help you collaborate a lot easier by just providing a solution that will travel with you, that will be wherever you are working, right? So you can manage your PDF documents through multiple devices, multiple ecosystem, and we'll deep dive into that. Also, we ensure that we can help secure and manage compliances that your documentations need. Now we are going to deep dive into all of these three pillars and see how Adobe can help in these three sections. Any questions so far? Here, I would like to add, as I had said earlier, I'm keeping an eye out on the chat. So feel free to drop in your questions, and I can respond to them as we go along. So let's see how Adobe's Document Cloud can help turn documents into actions with AI Assistant. So introducing Adobe's AI Assistant, which is an add-in into Adobe's Acrobat. It basically helps you have a conversation with the document or a set of documents, helps you summarize these documents. Also, it helps you analyze not just one, but multiple documents together. Today, we can analyze up to 10 documents, 600 pages each, so essentially giving you a power to analyze 6,000 pages of documents together. You can also analyze your call transcript. So just like right now we are recording this session, there'll be a transcript generated. It helps us create MOMs or whatever information we are looking for from within that recording. So with AI assistant, as I discussed earlier, you can have a conversation with one or more documents, up to 10 documents of 600 pages each. It works on any file format and on meeting transcripts. So you can process your presentation, PPTX, your docx files, your PDF files, your .vtt files, which is the meeting transcript format. All of these formats you can you can actually analyze using AI assistant. Also, the solution is accessible on desktop, web, as well as mobile, right? As said earlier, it helps you create high quality insights, right? So what we do is there's something called as attributions that we help create. So whenever you get a response from AI assistant, what it does is it attributes it back into the document or the set of documents you're reading. So you can also check if the information that AI assistant is telling us is right or not, helping you drive these high quality insights into the document. Also, writing made easy. So in case you want to rewrite content, you want to phrase a content in a specific format, AI assistant can be of help there. This is a solution that is easy to deploy and easier to use. So you can start using it from day one. You just assign the right licenses to the right people, and they can start using it from day one. Also, your data remains yours. So we are not training our LLM models based on your data. We are ensuring and building in safeguards to ensure that we do not retain your data, as well as for an extended lifetime, as well as we do not train our models based on your data. Any questions so far? Okay, there are questions in the Q&A section. Thank you for these. I'll just take them up real quickly before I deep dive into it. So Karan Khajuria has asked, is Adobe giving standalone solution, or is it giving a document-based SDK or API for developers to analyze and extract information, use it as per organization's use case? How is the solution different from other cloud players like AWS? Brilliant question, Karan, and you will see how it is different from the demo that I'm going to take you through in just a few minutes. But okay, let me just answer all of these questions one by one. Is Adobe giving this as a standalone solution? Yes, we are giving this as a standalone, as well as a solution that is integrated into Adobe's Acrobat. We do not have AI assistant as an SDK, or we also do not have APIs on AI assistant just as yet. How is it different from other cloud players? Is basically it is built for documents, and I'm going to deep dive into this point as to how is it different, what it is that we do differently, and what sets us apart, right? Samir Srivastav has asked, how is it different from Notebook LM? So, Notebook LM again helps you analyze not just a document, but other contents as well. Here, this is being developed and designed only for documents. Also, another, especially when we compare this with other tools, right? Attributions that I spoke about while talking about high quality insight. That's a key differentiator from any other AI tool that helps you analyze documents, right? So we have certain proprietary technology, Samir, that we have created from an extraction perspective. So we are able to extract the content and in that proper format from a PDF, push it into our LLM models and generate better output. So first is because the quality of input is better, the output is better. Also, the number of attributions that we have is much higher than any other format. Another thing is whenever these attributions are made and you're linked to a particular space in that particular document, in other tools we have found out that at times if there is a tabular text, they'll not understand that tabular text well or will merge that data, which we do not do because we capture the structure of the data really well, right? So those are a few differences between other solutions and AI assistant. Sanjeev Tandon has asked, what is different when with Copilot it does meeting transcripts, can also do document transcripts. Other solutions, especially the one that you named, can today analyze one document. We analyze up to 10 documents, and we stick to the documents that you tell us to look at. So that is the biggest differentiator. I'm going to deep dive into these towards the end of the session as well. Okay, Bimal has asked, I have PDF files that have values of certain lab tests within certain test categories. And if the values are outside of a certain range, then those are highlighted. Sometimes there are past values also given as a graph, and sometimes there are charts embedded into the document. These documents could be 20, 30 pages long and can differ in formatting. Can AI assistant summarize such a document? The answer is absolutely yes. We can help you summarize the content of this kind of a document because we understand the structure of tables, the information that is laid down, so on and so forth. Amit Lal has asked, I see there is a lot of solutions in the space giving similar features. Considering it's Adobe, would it be costly also? What are the benefits? Amit, we're not as expensive, and I would love for you to explore it from a financial term if you would want to. Especially AI assistant, it's compatible to what you're getting in the market rate. Definitely reach out. Our sales team would be happy to help you. Which version is needed to take care of this facility? You need to have AI assistant or Acrobat Premium, is what we're calling it. What is the accuracy? Sushant Jain, this is the last question I'm taking. Then I'm going to take the rest of the questions a little later. Sushant has asked, what is the accuracy rate of AI assistant works at the moment for healthcare document? That's an excellent question again, Sushant. Again, right? I'm going to take you through this particular uh, demo wherein I talk about attributes, right? So basically what we are saying is, if you ask a question and you get a response, it's up to you to verify that response with where it has been picked up from the document, right? So AI assistant is just doing the first task of getting all the information together for you, but reviewing that information, ensuring if it is correct and accurate for your business need, is something that will help you do through attributions. Okay, let's continue. Keep these questions coming in. It's good to have an interactive session. So keep pouring in brilliant questions. I'm sure a lot of people learned a lot of new things from these questions that were asked, right? Okay, so let's look at a few examples, right? Let's talk about Shweta from procurement team. And as a person from procurement team, she's continuously looking at contracts with vendors and is always negotiating these contracts. So we are going to see today how AI assistant can help her, manage these negotiations. So right now she has a customer called Altura Technologies. She has a customer called Budea. She's actually from Technology, and she has this particular contract that she needs to negotiate on. So first thing, she wants to understand what has been written in this contract. So what she does is she clicks on the generate summary section. It processes the entire contract and gives her key details about the contract ID, the value of the contract, certain start date, end date, effective dates, and also important clauses like termination, indemnification, so on and so forth. Right? So she gets an overview of the entire contract right from here. Then what she does is she wants to actually review where this content has been picked up from. So she clicks on these attributes. So these numbers are what we call as attributes, which help to link the place where that particular intent has been driven from, right? So once she has analyzed if this response is right for her, as opposed to the document that she needs to be reading, she can go ahead, copy it, share it with her team, right? Now she moves on to AI assistant, wherein she also wants to compare, not just compare, and analyze the previous contracts that were signed with Bodea. So she picks up an old contract and asks for possible area of negotiation in an upcoming contract renewal discussion, which includes current terms and strategic advice as to how we should navigate this. And I want this to be put in a tabular format, right? So in a single click, after she's posed this question to AI assistant, it's going to give her an entire response which highlights the multiple areas of the contracts, like licensing, pricing, billing, payment terms, product and services scope, things like that. Gives the associated current terms of the contract, which will be valid in the next year, and also gives her the strategic advice that how she should negotiate on that particular contract. So here again, she has these attributions which she can click on and understand where that condition is coming from. And after she is done, she knows that this response is good for her. She just click on copy and paste it into a document, share it with her team, her colleagues, so on and so forth. As a result, she is able to save a lot of time. This particular task would have easily taken her maybe a day or two to complete, summarizing, getting the right information that she needs from the document. But now it takes her a few hours, where an AI assistant is an assistant to her, giving so that she doesn't have to start from a blank page. She has something a starter data which she can go ahead and spend her energy refining this information. Right? Before we move on to the next demo, I'll take a few more questions. Nirdesh Chahal has asked, what accuracy comes while reading scanned images from PDFs? So it really depends on the quality of your scan, but if the scan quality is really good, we can handle scanned documents and you will be able to analyze them and read through the content there. Sunil Patole has asked, will it work on scanned PDF or searchable documents only? Works on scanned PDFs as well. Renu has asked, I have a subscription of Adobe Cloud, so will AI Assistant be made, would be available to us? It's a paid service, so it will not be available free of cost. However, you will get like 5 tries. So you can have 5 tries that you can utilize to, you know, test if this is working for you and then go ahead and procure AI Assistant. Sunil has asked, extraction of tabular data, image graph, checkboxes, radio buttons is possible. Tabular data, definitely. Images, graphs as well. Checkboxes, radio buttons. Uh, are you looking at an interactive PDF wherein people have selected? I need more information, Sunil, on this. Sanjeev has asked, can AI assistant connect with data lakes in Gen AI platform? Not today. Bimal has asked, can AI assistant give us an extract of the document that I can pass to another LLM for insight? In fact, we have an extraction API, Bimal. So wait, I'm going to type an answer. I'm going to give you a link here. So you can basically, extract information from documents in JSON format and then feed it to an LLM solution. So that's another solution that we have. In fact, a lot of organizations today are using that solution to extract data from their long form documents and pushing it into their LLM solution. Vimal, you could test this out as well. So you can do that as well. Renu, I'm already paying a yearly subscription for Adobe Cloud. That's good to know, Renu. You'll need access to AI Assistant to start using it. Santosh has asked, contract documents are very complicated and lot of clauses. How efficient AI would be in understanding legal clauses and summarizing. So in fact, a lot of our customers have now started using this to read and understand their contracts a lot more. Basically, peripheral teams, like not legal folks, but procurement teams, your execution teams, services teams, wherein they need to not understand the nuances of the contract but need to know important things in the contract, like start date, end date, renewal, payment period, things like that, right? So all of this information they can gather using AI assistant rather than reading the document. You're most welcome, Bimal. Amit, how good is it in the OCR? So it really depends on your base document, but we have seen excellent. So as you know, we also have an OCR capability in Acrobat. So you can put that to use. It'll understand the text that is there, which can then be processed as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for giving all of these questions and keep them coming because I'll try my best to respond to all the questions that are sent my way. Let's also meet Raghav. Raghav is from research and development team, and he needs to constantly look into documentation, which is that is present for his industry, right? So today he actually wants to understand the digital trends that are there across industry. So he's in Bangalore, he's traveling to work, and one of his colleagues happens to send him this particular document which he wants to understand on the go, right? So here he opens the document into Acrobat on the mobile, scrolls through the document and utilizes AI assistant, the big pink and purple button at the bottom, right? So once he has analyzed the document, he gets a few suggested questions and that he can ask, and also a brief synopsis or the overview of the document. Here now he wants to go ahead and interact with the document, so he'll just click on the mic so he can talk in or give his question, right? What are the digital trends in the financial market today? So here AI assistant gives a response. Again, even in your mobile app there are attributions that are placed. so that you can review the response that is there, ensuring it's of high quality and relevant to your needs. So once you're done, you can go click on these attributions and see where this information is coming from. And then finally he reaches his desk, and now he wants to analyze not just the trends in financial services but also digital trends as well. So now he asks what are the top trends discussed in these reports. He gets a list of trends that are there in the report. Again, he reviews the response if it is right for him. And once he is done, he copies it and puts it in his document, the report he's preparing for internal consumption, right? Also, now once he's got the trends at glance, he wants to create an abstract, right? So automatically he'll just say summarize this as an abstract instead of putting the context all over again, so you can have an ongoing continuous conversation with AI assistant. So here it gives a summary for that particular for the section above. And once the summary is created, it will help pick out where it has drawn that particular intent from and take it from there, right? So you add that abstract and uh, take it on, right? Okay. So once I've got this particular abstract ready and I've put it, I want to also compare and contrast the trends from the report in the table, right? So again, I ask it to create this data in a tabular format. It gives me the trends across industry, that is there. Once that is done, I'll copy it, paste it in the document, and this document is ready to be shipped. Again, creating such a document would have taken a lot of time, right? But now he can get this done in a few hours, ensuring that he has the right information. Okay. So before I move on to the next demo, Santosh has asked, I regularly read many novels and books that consume months and weeks of my time. So if I use AI, Adobe AI Assistant, which will summarize the outcome of book knowledge and save my time, am I right? Yes, Santosh. Any book under 600 pages can be analyzed using AI Assistant. If the book has more pages, then you can just split the book and read it using AI Assistant. But yeah, the reading and summary are two different things. So but yes, can it be done? It can obviously be done. This can easily be, it'll easily help you summarize and highlight the aspects that you would want highlighted, right? So that's that. So also let's look at another person from sales and marketing, right? Now this person from sales and marketing actually is building this brochure, and they feel that there is not enough images in this section and would want to have more images here. So they click on generate image. If they highlight a section, they click on generate image. So highlight the section where which they want to recreate into an image, and they get a few options. They select the option that they like. In Acrobat itself, they can put in, replace the content, play around with the content as they move, and ensure that they have the right positioning as per their liking. Again, now this image is there, it looks much better, and we can take it from here. Also, we can help analyze meeting transcripts. So if you have any documents or any call that is being recorded, we can easily help you analyze those transcripts. Any questions here? So basically, what does this mean? You are in control of your data. We are not going to train our large language models using your data. And also AI assistant is only looking at the documents that you tell it to. So we are not looking into the organizational documents or any other document that is going to be there in your folder. We are just looking at the documents where you've opened up the document and clicked on the AI assistant button. Also, customer has control and discretion to enable and disable sorting, chat history, and documents in the cloud, right? So you have control to ensure that the history is maintained as per your requirement. Also, the responses are verifiable, right, through attributions which highlight the source where that particular content has been brought from, ensuring that you get a high quality response, right? And also, it is a solution that is easy to use and easier to deploy. So you are in control of your data basically. So Forrester actually did a report. So there was a total economic impact report that Forrester does for many many products that they see. So they did this particular report for Adobe's AI assistant, and they spoke to around 6 people from different organization, and based on their feedback, what they did was they built a composite organization of 5,000 employees, which can result in these benefits, right? Benefits around time saving for PDF summarization and analysis, 20-30% time saving for content development, so on and so forth. So how is it different or better than other solutions in the market? Since some of these solutions are would be already there in the ecosystem, but it actually boils down to having the right tool for the right task at hand. It's not the same screwdriver that we use to tighten or loosen the screw of a specs that than the one that we will do to fix a door hand. So different tools, different approaches, different things that they are meant to handle. So with AI assistant, it's a solution that has been designed for documents, long complex documents, multiple formats, immediate time saving for legal, marketing, product research, finance professionals, so on and so forth. It's also a solution easy to deploy, high quality, deep knowledge of the document because of the proprietary extraction. Also, we will not crawl your data, your documents, and your document storage, right? So our sweet spot is wherever you have teams that need to go through one or many documents. They'll find a lot of use to rewrite content and take it from there. Surendra Reddy has asked, can we use it for getting approvals with workflow? So Surendra, we have another solution called Adobe Acrobat Sign that you can put in a workflow. You can have a review process, an approval process there instead of using AI assistant. So at the end of the day, you need to remember this is a solution that is designed for documents, long, complex, multiple formatted documents, built on trust and security, no repository indexing. What that means is we're not training our data, we're not training your data with, we're not training our LLMs with your data. Also, no web argumentation. So whenever you get a response from AI assistant, it is deeply rooted into that long, complex, multiple document that you may have. High quality because of the proprietary extraction that I spoke about. The quality of output is much better. Structured summarization and verifiable through attributes. Also, price and time to value. This particular solution is easy to use and easy to deploy. TCS is a great example here. They annually have a conference, and recently they use AI assistant to analyze the content that was created in the conference. So this is generally a task that takes them months, right? To compile hours of transcripts, analyze them, and then highlight what happened or transpired during that conference. With AI assistant, they were able to bring this analysis number to almost half. Okay, before we move ahead, Nirdesh Chahal has asked, does AI assistant work with PPT, doc, and XLS file only, especially only Adobe Pro? proprietary PDF format. So it works with presentations and docx file. For XLS, you'll have to combine them in PDF, and then you'll have to first convert it into PDF and then add that PDF to your collection. I hope that answers. You're most welcome, Nitesh. So let's talk about how we can manage PDFs, across business. So, what is the need of the art for especially any document solution that you may have? So, organizations today have hundreds of IT products and solutions, right? And these solutions at times don't interact with each other. What happens next is that employees need to interact with multiple products just to get a simple document done. So suppose you're reviewing a contract, you finalize the contract, and now in the final copy you want to make a few changes. Again, you'll have, if you don't have Acrobat, you'll again have to convert it into Word, make changes, and then convert it into the the PDF all over again. Here with AI assistant, that's not here with Acrobat, you can get the job done from within the tools that you enjoy using daily. And also, because of all of these processes, multiple products not interacting with each other, employees needing to access multiple products just to get their one job done, so this triggers employees dissatisfaction, as 32% of employees feel that their work week is spent on unimportant tasks, and 83% say that low value tasks limit their ability to get work done. So basically, you anywhere you go, internally, externally, you can ensure that you have access to your to Acrobat. It's also accessible through Microsoft Teams and other Microsoft products. And you can also embed this tool into your existing workflow as per your requirement. So basically, PDF for all with Acrobat ensures familiarity with the solution that you're using day in and day out, and also it integrates seamlessly with Microsoft 365. Also, it ensures trusted security and compliance that is offered both by Microsoft and Adobe. So, what are the benefits? Benefits are 48% of the employees feel that their experience is better. 91% want tools that increase their work efficiency. And also, integration with Microsoft applications actually helps save up to 2 man days, almost 43 hours per year. Also, Indegene is one of our customers, and it uses Acrobat to not only secure and share their documents, but also analyze these documents using the solution. Now we'll come to the third pillar, which is security management and compliance, wherein I'll talk about how we can help safeguard your data in the documents. Before I move on, okay, Sanjeev wants us to share this presentation. Reach out to the team, Sanjeev. We'll have someone share this document presentation with you.
Yes, so Ketki, we will take care of that. Thanks,
Yes.
Sanjeev, for letting us know, and we will get the presentation sent across to you.
Okay, let's talk about security, right? Why is security important? There were around 10,000 plus data breaches in 2024 worldwide. And the average cost of a data breach to manage a data brief across the world is around 4.88 million. In India, the average cost to manage a single data breach is 19.9 crores. So, why is providing protection to documents important? So, first is we need to provide protection to documents for these three things: unsecured documents coming in PDF, also unsecured documents going out of your organization, which can incite a phishing attack. Also, sharing documents as email attachment is putting your company data at risk. So, data protection is the most critical component of ensuring that you have a secured and compliant space to work on your documents. So this is where Adobe comes in, wherein we have built in a multi-layered solution that ensures proper governance and security. So there's application protection. So basically, any document that is coming inside the organization, when opened in a protected mode, will only use the technologies present in that sandbox to look into that document and no other technology, right? So hence protecting, because PDF is a container format, and the executable could infect the desktop and then the network, so on and so forth. If the document is opened in application mode, that will not happen. Information protection. So basically encrypting the document. So whenever you're sending a proposal, invoice outside your organization, you can put in an encryption in there to ensure the security of the document. So here, with multiple layers of security across access, storage, as well as Adobe security practices, we ensure a secure environment for your documents. So with Acrobat, it is a solution that is easy to centrally deploy. There's no need for you to switch between apps just to authenticate yourself. SSO can be used. Also, sandbox protection is available with the protected mode and protected view to safeguard and against the malicious, can be used to safeguard against the malicious code and phishing attacks, right? And most importantly, you have full control. So we are not training our models onto your data. You only look at the data that you need to. So Sturbridge Capital is also an organization. It's an equity firm, and they're using Acrobat basically to help secure their documents, right? So with Acrobat, what they've done is they've simplified the solution so much that within 3 clicks, you're able to secure and save a file, which could otherwise you would have spent hours looking for that file and saving that file. So with just 3 clicks, you're able to store and save the file. So with Adobe, you can turn your documents into action, get more work done from anywhere, and also ensure secured and compliance for your documents. So we have multiple customers that are currently using this technology to better manage, understand their documents. So you remember that girl who was walking across the park free? Now she has a little helper called AI assistant walking beside her, making her everyday work life a lot easier. Thank you everyone for your patience. If there are any questions, I could take them now.
Thank you, Ketki, for answering all the questions simultaneously with your presentation. And thank you to all of you who made this session truly interactive by sending in your questions. And I saw that there were a lot of questions that were coming through, and that's really amazing because it shows that this is an exciting topic. So if we have any more questions, we would like to take that. But I believe, Ketki, you have answered more or less all the questions. I'm not too sure if you have answered this one. Is it available offline also?
No, it isn't.
It is not. Okay. So, any question that you think you haven't answered? If not, then I have one or two questions for you if we can take that up.
Sure.
So I just want to specifically come to the security aspect. I know you touched upon that in your presentation and you spoke about it, but can you just tell us more in more detail that how businesses can ensure the protection of sensitive data in their digital documents amidst the rising cyber threats? Because I think this is something which organizations are increasingly becoming aware of. I mean, cyber threats is something that they have been aware of, and they have been working towards fighting these cyber threats. But when it comes to the data which is in their documents, that is something I believe is something that now they are realizing that this they also need to protect the data which is inside these documents.
So yeah, I think there are two things. It's not just data inside the documents that we need to protect. So we need to protect data that is going outside the organization. So for that, we have encryption, we have password protection that you can give to the document, right? We also need to protect the organization from data coming inside the organization. These are a few statistics. There are every person receives up to 14 emails in a year which have malicious content, and generally this malicious content is in a form of a PDF, right? Because it's, you can store an executable in there. So you need to protect your organization from that as well. So that's where, protected mode, safe mode come into play, wherein you can ensure that, we are only relevant technology is being used, and your laptop and your network doesn't get compromised.
In the meanwhile, we had two, three more questions come up. There is one question by Ranjan Kumar Sahu as to which version will support the AI assistance.
A great question again. You need to be on the modern viewer for AI assistant, and you need to be on document cloud, right? So document cloud, as the name suggests, will always be running on the most recent version, but you need to have access to you need to have a modern viewer also enabled.
There are two more questions. One by Karan Khajuria. What about the developer and SDK options?
For AI assistant, particularly right now, we do not have any developer or SDK options that are available at this juncture.
And there's one more question by Soma Banerjee. How about pricing and how to get it?
Write to us, just because
Yes.
I'm not the right person to answer pricing based questions. We can route it and the team can get access.
Yeah, I think also it depends on a lot of factors, the use cases, the number of users, etc. So Soma, you can write in to Ketki, the Adobe team, or to us, and we will ensure we forward those questions to the Adobe team. Samesh Srivastava wants to know that do you enter into contractual obligations for no third-party use for whatever data is submitted to the AI assistant?
So, in fact, we have an entire data sheet, right, Samir, which talks about how we're not uh, training our models on your data. In the contract, if that particular language is mentioned, I'll need to look, right? But we do have a data sheet, and we do honor whatever we say on print, right? So you can be rest assured that we are not going to sell that data off to third party, and or have another model train use that. None of that is going to happen.
Yeah, I think especially now there are a lot of questions that we see by IT leaders, by IT heads in general, that whenever they are looking at any Gen AI or any AI tool, the first question they have is, "Are you going to be training your model on our data?" So I think that is something which is a very critical factor when deciding on the right solution. Great. So we are actually right on time, maybe just 2 minutes before our wrap up time. And we have taken a lot of questions, but I am sure there will be a lot more questions that you would like to get more information on. So don't hesitate to write to us, and we will make sure that we forward it to Ketki and the Adobe team. So on that note, thank you so much, Ketki. Any parting note from your side?
No, I think just explore AI and always think of any AI solution out there as a tool, right? It needs to be thought of as an assistant, as a tool. You cannot, like, you need to have that overview and oversight about whatever content or intent is that is being generated from any AI solution.
Great. Thank you so much, Ketki, and thank you to all of you for for keeping the questions flowing, for making it interactive. And I think this is absolutely fascinating to see how, when we are working on the documents, but here we are talking about how to make the documents work for us. And it truly gives the sense of how automating the documents, how automating and applying AI on these documents can really help improve productivity and optimize the costs, and also ensure compliance issues. Thank you so much once again for joining in, and I hope that you do fill up the feedback form. It will appear on your screen once you log out. Thank you so much.